zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on football.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This is Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
65.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, able to power through. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now this throw caught left side.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run it with Carson. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Here we go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo again. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, Carson. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the 22, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Carson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Wilson now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Alert. Monk's 56. Hey, alert.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get in the weight room.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Field left. Check.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Green brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Alex Okafor able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Here we go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now it's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A gain of 5. And it's Dolphin first down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch. Recon, 132 fighter. 12.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Miami, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.